What's going on? The Houston Rockets just beat the Golden State Warriors 91-90 to advance to the semifinals in this year's NBA Cup. What's going on? Shooting the Schmitz, Jonathan Smith, your host here. I love the Rockets. I've been waiting to make a video on them for a while, and tonight just seemed like the perfect night to do it after watching them beat the Warriors once again 91-90 to advance in the NBA Cup. And look, the Rockets have been probably my favorite team to watch this year. I mean, they just have been. Like, they've got a good blend of offense. I love watching Alperen Sengun. The nights where Jalen Green's really good are really fun and entertaining. They play incredibly hard, and that is ultimately why I enjoy watching them play. They've got a bunch of young, athletic dudes who like to play defense and want to play defense and do everything required to win games at the NBA level. And a large part of that is because they hired Ime Udoka. This is just what he does. He shows up, he takes young rosters, and he gets them to play with effort. And he coaches guys hard. And he doesn't care about your feelings. He doesn't care how much money you're getting paid. If you don't play hard and you don't play defense for Ime Udoka, he sits you down. Just ask Jalen Green. Because there were nights early on last year when Ime Udoka was hired that Jalen Green just wouldn't have it on defense. The effort just wouldn't be there. And Ime Udoka would be like, "That's cool, buddy. Come over here. You can sit down right here beside me, and you can watch the game from the same angle that I have. It'll be great." And when that message became clear that you have to play defense in order to play in Houston, like, this team has just gone to a completely different level. I love how they play, and a lot of it is because of Ime Udoka's willingness to bench guys. Now, he has that luxury because the Rockets roster's awesome. Like, they have so many good players. They have 10 players averaging 10 minutes or more in games that they play. Okay, like, they've got the number 3 overall pick, Reed Sheppard, a guy that it seemed like nobody didn't like coming out of Kentucky, sitting on their bench. I don't think he played tonight against the Warriors. And so, like, they've just got a ton of talent, a ton of depth. And so when you have that, it obviously makes it a little bit easier to bench guys. But either way, I still love the way that Ime Udoka runs this team. We saw it in Boston. He just demands effort and intensity from everybody. And if you don't bring it, he will sit your butt down on the bench. Now, the main reason why I enjoy watching the Houston Rockets play basketball is that effort, and it is that defensive intensity that they play with every single night. Now, my two favorite players for them, there is no question. It is Amon Thompson and Tari Eason. Okay? Like, they are incredible to watch. Like, they just play defense at such a high level, and they're very gifted on that side of the ball with their length and their athleticism. But they are the engine that I think really kind of churns this Houston Rockets defense. Like, they just come in off the bench, and they just wreak havoc to a point where they both should get consideration if this level of defense continues from them for Sixth Man of the Year. Like, I know that Sixth Man of the Year, it's the award for the guy who comes in off the bench and changes the game through his scoring ability. And, like, that's great. But both of these guys do the same thing. They come in off the bench and they change the game through their defense. Amon Thompson is one of the best perimeter defenders in the entire NBA. I mean, the dude is just incredible. He stays in front of everybody. He's only averaging 1.1 steals a game, and he's averaging a little less than a block a game. But his ability to stay in front of guys is amongst the best defenders in the NBA. And then you've got Tari Eason, who gambles a little bit more, so he's averaging a full block a game and 2 steals per game and only 23 minutes worth of play. And so, look, like, these guys both played 36 minutes a night. Like, their numbers would be even better than what they are. Like, Tari Eason's per 36 numbers are absurd. Anyway, they are the engine of this Rockets defense. Okay, now, as a team, the Rockets are incredible, right? They are, in my opinion, the best defense in the NBA. They're second in the league in defensive rating at 105.4. Their defense gets better when those two guys step out onto the floor together, Thompson and Eason. When those two guys share the floor together, the Rockets' defensive rating is 101.7, which is absurd. I mean, just think about it. They just played against the Golden State Warriors, one of the better offensive teams in the NBA, and they held them to 90 points. Look, it's hard to hold the Charlotte Hornets to 90 points. It's hard to hold anyone to 90 points in the NBA, yet alone a team led by Steph Curry and coached by Steve Kerr. So, like, they are just incredible. and I'm going to continue to watch them all year. I think they have a great chance at winning the NBA Cup because of the way that they play defense, right? Because look, everybody in the NBA can score. Okay, like they just can. The league is the way it's called. It's catered toward the offensive side of the ball and all those things. But when it comes to playing defense, like there are so many teams incapable of playing defense at the level that the Rockets are. That's why I like them. That's why they're fun to watch. If you enjoy basketball, you have got to check out the Houston Rockets on League Pass. I have watched them play on League Pass more than anyone else this year. They are just incredibly fun to watch. That's going to do it for my video here on the Shooting the Schmidt YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, comment below your thoughts on the Rockets. Tell me who you think is going to win the NBA Cup, and I will talk to you later.